Do you remember that ridiculous save from 2018 where Holtby absolutely robbed Alex Tuch in Game 2 of the 2018 Stanley Cup Final? Well, today, history repeated itself in an eerily similar way as Adin Hill made an absolutely ridiculous stop in today's game. So, let's get into it. Today was finally the day. The Stanley Cup Final had arrived as the Florida Panthers came to Vegas for Game 1, and it delivered. It really got started here after Hill felt he got pushed by Bennett, went after him, and then Cousins, as these two teams showed each other love early. But surprisingly, Cousins was the lone player to take a penalty, which was kind of odd, but regardless, the Knights would give it away as the Panthers took it to the other end. Stahl goes all the way around and he scores, taking the first lead of the series. It's Stahl with a shorty as Hill here slides out of position and actually ends up knocking it in himself as the Panthers were up first. With that said, Hill would very much make up for this soon. But first, the Knights would get another power play opportunity. This time, Stevenson along the boards to the front, and they score. He finds Jonathan Marchessault wide open in front, who puts it home, and this one was all squared up. And that was actually it for the first, so we'll head over to the second, where we got this. The Panthers would push Montour over to the wing, and it stopped. But we have to take a closer look here. Tkachuk would connect with Cousins, and what was a sure goal is stopped in one of the greatest saves you'll see. Hill, with all of his momentum taking him left, somehow reaches out and gets the paddle on it to keep Cousins from scoring a surefire goal, and my goodness, given the context, Game 1 at home of the Stanley Cup Final, and he comes up with a career highlight save. Beautiful stuff, and like I said, it's got to be one of the greatest saves I've ever seen. And I say that because it's so similar to one of the other greatest saves I had ever seen, which I showed at the start of this video. Braden Holtby with an absolutely incredible stop on Alex Tuch in 2018, and that reaction said it all. But what's absolutely insane is that this save took place in the exact same spot, in the exact same arena as that original Holtby save. Just this time, it wasn't against Vegas, it was for Vegas. But man, that crease must hold some kind of magic energy or something. But anyway, that's probably enough of this, so let's get back to the game. Vegas would begin to pick it up, and shortly after the midway point of the game, in the Panthers' end, Theodore spins, keeps it, still has it, comes down the slot, shoots, and he scores as Shea Theodore does it all, beating Bobrovsky through traffic, glove side, and just like that, Vegas took their first lead of the series. With that said, as we were nearing the final seconds in the frame, Montour from way back, he rips it off the post as this one stayed out, and that was actually the second post of the period. And so, with just 12 seconds to go now, you'd think this one was over, but not so fast. Off the face-off, Panthers win it, and they score. In the blink of an eye, with just 10 seconds to go, Anthony Duclair with a late goal scores his fourth of the playoffs, and we were tied up going into the third. In the third, 7 minutes in, and the Knights with some great pressure, Barbashev over to Whitecloud, shoots, and they score. A great way to answer, as a huge go-ahead goal from Zach Whitecloud with his second of the playoffs beats Bobrovsky just under the glove side, and the Knights were up again. 7 minutes after that, and the Panthers would try to clear. Stone's there though, and he scores as Vegas went crazy. This one was challenged for high stick, but ultimately it was real close and it would stand. This one was about over, but not before another beauty of a save as Reinhart, shorthanded, got loose all alone. Deeks and Hill makes the pad stop to keep it a 2-goal lead, which shortly after led to Smith icing the game with an empty netter as the Vegas Golden Knights take Game 1 5-2, and what a great way to start this series. Looking forward to Game 2 on Monday, and with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.